Today's topic is Colpit oscillator. Okay, Colpit oscillator. So now in Hartley, before in my previous class, we have studied about Hartley oscillator. In Hartley oscillator, what we have studied, Hartley oscillator is nothing but used in radio receivers. Whereas now today we are going to start Colpit oscillator, which is same as Hartley. Nothing is changed, only some changes are there. What is that changes? I will let you know. Okay. So Colpit oscillator is similar to Hartley oscillator. First point, there in feedback network we have used inductors. Okay, that means we have used two inductors, but here we are using two capacitors in feedback network. Okay, in feedback network we are using here two capacitors and one inductor. There in Hartley oscillator we have used two inductors and one capacitor, but here opposite thing is there. Here we will be using two capacitors and one inductor in Hartley or in Colpit oscillator. So first point in Colpit oscillator is what? Colpit oscillator is similar to Hartley oscillator, only with one difference, that here the feedback circuit, instead of using two inductors, we will be using here two capacitors. Okay, feedback circuit consists of two capacitors and one inductor in Colpit oscillator. Okay, then we will be going for the circuit diagram of Colpit oscillator. Okay, now in circuit diagram of Colpit, for drawing the circuit diagram of Colpit oscillator, first you have to draw one transistor. Okay, then here you have to draw same thing. Same, if you have studied about Hartley, you can easily study about Colpit. Remember this. Okay. Now this is RFC. You will be using one resistor, one capacitor here. Okay. Then you take resistance R1, R2. Okay. Take this and connect it to feedback network. Okay. Then you take one switch. Okay, here you take one switch. It is switch. Okay, plus VCC, RFC, radio frequency choke. Okay, then transistor, base, collector, emitter. This is RE, this is CE, and R1, R1 and R2. Okay, now this will be connecting to the feedback network. Now in this feedback network, instead of here two inductors, we will be using here two capacitors. Okay, there we have used two inductors. Here we are using two capacitors. Colpit oscillator means, C means what? Colpit means, that means we are using two capacitors. Okay, then one inductor you can draw here. Variable capacitors. There also capacitor is varying. Here also capacitor will vary. Okay. Okay. Then you have to take what you have, switch you have taken, RFC you have taken. Now you have to connect this to one capacitor C dash, input capacitor. This is okay, like C dash. Okay, self bias. And one more capacitor you should take, C double dash, and you have to connect here. Okay, C double dash, and you have to connect here. Then this middle part you have to ground it. Same diagram I am drawing, only with few changes, like I have replaced two inductors with two capacitors and one capacitor with one inductor here. Okay. Remember this. Inductor you should draw in this form, internally. Okay, L. This is terminal 1, 2, 3. Okay. So this circuit you can see now. I have taken two resistors R1, R2 Okay, then C dash, C double dash. Okay, then two capacitors C1, C2 and inductor L. Okay, in then common emitter transistor we have taken NPN. It is NPN only. Okay, then we have drawn one C dash, C double dash. Okay, you can see the diagram, because if you are seeing the diagram, then only you can easily learn about Colpit oscillator. If diagram is not perfect, you cannot get the marks. Once you are studying about Hartley, then you have to move. If you will study directly Colpit, you can study very nicely without any disturbance. What you have to write in Colpit? Colpit oscillator is same as Hartley oscillator, only with one difference, that in this inductor, two inductors are used in Hartley and one capacitor, but here in Colpit two capacitors are used and one inductor is used. Okay, that you should keep in your mind. And then you have to write that the figure below shows the circuit diagram of Colpit oscillator, and you have to draw the diagram. R1, R2, common emitter transistor, RFC, RE, CE, C double dash, C dash, C1, C2 and inductor L. Okay, now this is your circuit diagram. You can see the circuit diagram. First you see the circuit diagram perfectly, then only you can understand the operation and circuit description, because if you are studying about Hartley, same thing is in Colpit. So this is your circuit diagram. Okay, now we will be starting the circuit description of Colpit oscillator. In circuit description of Colpit oscillator, before that you see, okay, you see this diagram perfectly without any disturbance. Okay, after seeing the diagram, okay, now we will be starting the circuit description. In circuit description, first resistor R1, R2, RE and plus VCC. Resistor R1, R2, RE and plus VCC is nothing but establishing the DC operating point. Establishing the DC operating point to the transistor T. Okay. So what it is doing? Resistor R1, R2, resistor R1, R2 and RE is nothing but plus VCC. What they are doing? They are establishing the DC operating point to the transistor. Okay, DC operating point to the transistor means transistor should operate on the DC point, because what is oscillator? Oscillator means here without any AC input you will be generating the output in the form of sine wave. So how you will generate? As long as the DC power supply is connected to it, by that you can generate. So here what is the main point? That here resistor R1, R2, RE and plus VCC is establishing the DC operating point for the transistor, so that it should operate on DC. Okay. Then next C dash. C dash is nothing but self bias. Self bias means what? It is giving same operation as Hartley. If you have seen the videos of Hartley, directly you can understand the Colpit oscillator also. Okay. Now what is C dash? C dash is nothing but the self bias capacitor. It will provide the self biasing. Self biasing means what? Giving an appropriate voltage to itself is nothing but self bias. Okay. Now next we will go for this C. C is doing how many operations? CE is doing three important operations. First, okay, CE is doing three important operations. What is the three important operations that CE is doing? Is nothing but that it provides the AC to ground. It will provide the AC to ground. It will not allow the circuit to become degenerative. It will not allow the circuit to become degenerative. Degenerative means what? Oscillator means what? Positive feedback. But this amplifier means what? Negative feedback. So oscillator means it will not allow the oscillator to become negative feedback, that is degenerative. So CE is doing how many operations? CE is doing three main operations. First operation is it will pass the, means it will ground the, it will ground AC. Okay, it will pass the AC to ground. Okay, it will pass the AC to ground. Then second, it will not allow the circuit to become degenerative. Then third, here temperature stabilization. Okay, then temperature will be stable here. Okay, so what are the three important tasks CE is doing? It will ground the AC. Okay, it will ground the AC. So CE will nothing but it will provide three operations. First, it will pass the AC to ground. Then it will provide the AC to ground. Then it will not allow the circuit to become degenerative. And then degenerative means negative feedback. It should not become. And then it will keep the temperature stable. So these are the three important things for CE. Then what is RFC? Radio frequency choke. Radio frequency choke, it will not allow the AC to reach to DC. Okay, means AC should be in the AC form only. It should not, it will prevent the AC from reaching DC. Radio frequency choke. Okay. Then we have to go for feedback network. Here the feedback network is 180 degree out of phase, because in between these two, this is like grounded. So what will happen? This will be like 180 degree and this will be like. So it will provide only 180 degree. Okay, 180 degree of phase shift. Feedback network, this. So here the terminal 1 and 3 and 2 and 3, 2 and 3 is 180 degree out of phase. That means it will provide only 180 degree of phase shift. So what is happening here? In feedback network, you are having two capacitors, one inductor. Okay. Here two capacitor and one inductor means feedback network will provide only 180 degree of phase shift. Okay. Then now we have to go for circuit description. Just now we have finished up. So what we have learned? Resistor R1, R2, RE and plus VCC. Establish the DC operating point to the transistor, whereas C dash is nothing but self bias and C double dash will block DC and it will pass only AC. C double dash will block DC and it will pass only AC. Remember this. Then we have to go for CE. CE is nothing but which will do three operations. Okay. First, it provides the AC to ground. It will not allow the circuit to become degenerative and it will keep the temperature stable. This is the operation of CE. Then next we have to go for radio frequency choke. RFC means radio frequency choke, which will prevent the AC signal to reach from reaching DC. Okay, it will prevent the AC signal from reaching DC. Then we went for network. Okay, feedback network. This feedback network consists of two capacitors C1, C2 and inductor L. Okay. Then inductor L is nothing but C1, C2 and inductor L, feedback network. This feedback network will provide only 180 degree of phase shift. Okay, it will provide only 180 degree of phase shift. Feedback network will provide only 180 degree of phase shift. Remember this. So this is your circuit description. Okay. Now we will be going for the next circuit operation. Okay. Before going to the circuit operation, what are the things we have learned today in this is nothing but, first we have started Colpit oscillator. Colpit oscillator is nothing but similar to the Hartley oscillator. In Hartley oscillator, we are having two inductors in feedback network, whereas in Colpit oscillator you are having two capacitors in feedback network and one inductor. Okay, then Hartley oscillator circuit diagram is same as Colpit. Then we have to draw the circuit diagram. Okay, in circuit diagram, what you will do, simply drawing the circuit diagram means, once again I am showing circuit diagram should be perfect. Okay. See, circuit diagram how you have to draw. First you have to draw a transistor, common emitter, then RFC, then when resistor, then you have to draw resistor here also. Okay, then here resistor, then here plus VCC and S. Okay, R2, okay, then capacitor, C dash, then here capacitor, C double dash. Then you have to draw one feedback network with two capacitors, one inductor. Okay, take this and join here. C1 variable, C2 variable. This is inductor. Okay, RE, and this will be capacitor, CE. This line will join in the middle. It will cut in the middle. This is terminal 1. This is base, emitter, collector, transistor. Okay. So you have to draw the diagram in this way. By this diagram you see perfectly. If you are perfect in the diagram, then only you can understand the operation. Okay, because if you are studying one answer, there is Hartley, similarly Colpit is there. So both the diagrams will be same. In Hartley, simply what you have to do, remove these two capacitors, make it one inductors, and here you connect one capacitor. Okay, Hartley diagram, it will be like Hartley diagram, but here if two inductors, it will be like it will be Colpit oscillator. Okay, now by this circuit diagram is over. Now you will be already, I have explained you about the circuit description. Okay, now once again I am telling about circuit description. See here the resistor R1, R2, RE and plus VCC establishes the DC operating point to the transistor. Okay, now so that it should work on DC. Then C dash is nothing but which is providing self bias, and C double dash will block DC and it will pass only AC. Then it is having two capacitors, one C1 and C2. whereas C is nothing but emitter bypass capacitor. Okay, what is the work of CE? It will do 3 operations. Okay, what is that 3 operations? First, it will provide the AC to ground. Second, it will not allow the circuit to become degenerative, that means negative feedback. Third, it will keep the temperature stable. Okay, these are the 3 operations done by this. Then RFC, radio frequency choke, that is nothing but which will not allow the AC to DC. Okay, then it will not allow the AC to reach to DC, RFC, radio frequency choke. Then we went for feedback network. Feedback network consists of 2 capacitors C1 and C2 and inductor L. These 2 capacitors are variable and inductor L is fixed. Okay, so this will be providing only 180 degree of phase shift because terminal 1 and 3 is 180 degree out of phase with 2 and 3, because in between these 2 capacitors one ground symbol is coming. Okay, so this will provide 180 degree of phase shift. Feedback will provide only 180 degree of phase shift. Today's class, we have learned the introduction part of our Colpit oscillator and circuit diagram we have learned and circuit description. In my next class, I will be continuing with the circuit operation and small derivation part for your Colpit. Then we will be completing the Colpit oscillator and first chapter of your unit 4, first chapter we will be completing, that is oscillator. Okay, thank you.